everyone's favorite, the Hawk Tuah girl, is finally back, and her career is completely decimated. There's almost nothing left at this point. And you're probably thinking, why should I care? It's not like she really had a career to begin with. She was a meme. And I understand. I also thought that at one point, but let me shock you completely, okay? Turns out she had literally the third most popular podcast in the world. That's right. I'm not joking. She was literally right there to Joe Rogan and some other person that no one knows the name of and no one has ever heard. But officially, by viewers, by everything, she was at least top 3 most popular podcast in the world at one point, which is wild. And she threw all of that away for, as much as I understand, not even 100 million. I don't know if she even got 1 million from that. I don't know how much she got, but she did not get a lot. Because if you have like a top 5, top 10 most popular podcast in the world, you can probably literally do like 3 or 4 ads per episode, depending on how long that thing is. And every single one of those sponsorships is going to probably be at the minimum 100K. Worst case scenario, 50K, okay? And she threw all of that free money away from something that I understand is not even 1 million in value. And the best part, and again, this is as far as I can understand this, from everything that I have seen, she's not innocent. She knew what's gonna happen, but she also got fucked over because she's not smart enough, okay? She knew what she was doing was wrong, by my understanding. Maybe I'm wrong at this, but this is from everything that I see. This is what I'm coming out with, because I this is what I understand. That she kind of knew that she's doing a bad thing. She kind of understand that this is not okay, but she did it anyway. And she got fucked over by those people also, which is hilarious.
So it has been 4 months at this point since Haley Welch, aka the Hawk Tuah girl, launched her meme coin.
Okay, y'all, drop your Solana wallets. I'm giving out some meme coins for free. What NF Tuah should I get next? I want to go shopping after the fight.
Then of course she promoted it relentlessly on Twitter.
My Hawk meme coin is live!
And then allegedly pulled the rug out from under her fans' feet.
I love people who buy these coins. Listen, if you're not the person who bought this thing in the first 5 minutes of launch, you're only gonna go down. It's called a meme coin for a reason. It has no value except enriching the very people who made it, or the people who got in like the first 5 seconds.
Now, whether this was the work of her development team of clowns or herself, it was a horrible look for the walking meme. So horrible, in fact, that it sent her into a slumber that would make Snow White jealous.
Hey guys, I hate to interrupt you, Nick. Hello there. But anywho, I'm gonna go to bed, and I'll see you guys.
Dude, look at this lineup. The Hawk Tuah girl, don't know. Marjorie Taylor Greene, which is inside fucking trader of the US. By the way, that's not even close. Her estimated net worth is 20 million in literally only a couple of years that she has been, and she has been trading stonks like crazy, okay? No idea.
Guys tomorrow.
Many months later.
Well, welcome back to another episode of Talk Tuah. It's
Wait, isn't Jamari the chat? Yeah, okay, maybe we have some idea.
been a hot minute since we've been back here.
This of course happened after CoffeeZilla would absolutely dismantle her and her team during an hours-long Twitter space.
This is one of the most miserable, horrible launches I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, then why the fuck are you on?
Now I have no idea who thought.
Oh, that's pretty good, okay. Dude, by the way, I absolutely love how easy it is to just dismantle these people, because you're dealing with a fucking crypto coin, okay? There's nothing new you can do with it. If you sell it, people know you sold it, which means you're trying to cash in. Like, everything you know that is that a person does can easily be classified as a scummy action, a scam action, or whatever action, okay? So, but how popular... I didn't like CoffeeZilla at the start. I still have some things against him, But now how popular doing this sort of stuff becomes, it's like, oh my god, it's just free content for days. Also, at least she doesn't have to worry about anything because Trump decided that he's gonna make crypto scams legal. Yeah? I mean, there was an investigation that was launched in her and a lot of other people. I think Logan Paul also could have gotten the heat there. But Trump said, no, crypto scams are legal now, and all of those investigations just vanished. It's crazy. So at least she made 100K and doesn't have to worry about any consequences, you know?
Thought this would be a good course of action for her career. I mean, it is common knowledge at this point that meme coins kinda suck, and by the time they get popular enough for the average person to even hear about them, the trap has already been placed, the coin has likely been sniped, and most will be left holding the bag. And I thought that she was still asleep over 100 days later, but now she is officially back with—
Also, my opinion on this still doesn't change. Logan Paul, or whoever of the Pauls did the Doink Dink scam, or whatever the fuck it was called, is a hero. That person took your money, and you deserved it because you were stupid enough to think that these people are gonna make you rich. You deserve losing that money because you did not deserve money in the first place, okay? I'm not gonna lie. You deserve nothing, and that's good that you got taught this life lesson, because you will have only lost more.
with her Talk Tuah podcast. Now at first she did actually tease her comeback with this Instagram video.
Haley Welch dead.
The Hawk Tuah girl has died.
Okay.
Breaking news, the Hawk Tuah girl is not missing. She's pregnant.
Oh my god!
I didn't even know that was a thing. Wow. Thank God, though.
What's going on with that Hawk Tuah chick? She going to jail?
Anywho, do I get a phone call?
The Hawk Tuah girl. No one knows finance quite like Miss Tuah.
Get your ass up. We got stuff to do.
So obviously she's having her jollies with the online rumors. I found it hilarious that her Instagram bio still says influence for good, but either way she has now made her official return to podcasting, featuring none other than KSI.
Hot Tuah hoodie.
Isn't KSI like completely dead in the water and irrelevant at this point, though?
There you go.
Wow.
But when we look deeper than the surface, we can actually find an attempted return that was scrapped before it ever even went public. A leaked episode of Talk Tuah more rare than the Ancient Sea Scrolls, where FaZe Banks and his two crypto nerds came on around 2 months ago to essentially try and save this woman.
Wait, did he say Ancient Sea Scrolls or Dead Sea Scrolls?
The surface, we can actually find an attempted return that was scrapped before it ever even went public. A leaked episode of Talk Tuah more rare than the Ancient Sea Scrolls.
Ancient Sea Scrolls, okay? Babe, wake up, the Ancient Sea Scrolls just dropped.
Where FaZe Banks and his two crypto nerds came on around 2 months ago to essentially try and save this—
Oh yeah, I remember watching some of this crap. Didn't watch anything full, I just watched like the clips, which was funny.
Woman, while also softly calling out her team of incompetent fools.
Millions of people are going to watch this. Everybody's kind of waiting to hear what you say. Everyone's kind of waiting to see how this plays out. And 99% of these people don't know shit about crypto. Just like
Did he say that she's innocent? I don't remember, but it was stupid.
I'm one of them.
just like you, exactly.
I'm one of them.
Exactly. And the ongoing joke on
So, the thing what I understood from this episode, so first of all, it was not supposed to be Ed. Someone from the Tuah team actually just leaked it. But the point of this episode was like this. He's saying, oh, you're actually not a bad person. You did nothing wrong. Congratulations, honey. You read all of the words on the script. You did good. You know, that type of situation. And if things go her way and people are like, oh no, actually everything's fine, then they were going to release this episode. So this was just him trying to get fame out of this situation as much as possible. At least that's what I can tell happened here, which is fucking insane. Okay? If you think this scumbag stands for anything decent, I mean, damn.
CT right now is like, if she just did this 2 days after Trump, she'd be okay.
Exactly.
Which isn't necessarily true because of the way it was done. And that's kind of the whole point, right? There's a right and a wrong way to do this.
So it's clear to me that her plan here was to essentially claim ignorance, to say that she is just a poor little girl who was scammed just as much as her fans. Something I personally find pathetic, but completely on.
Yeah, this doesn't look like the case. It looks like she knew that bad things are gonna happen. Again, this is my perspective. I don't remember everything fully, but it looks like she knew that this is gonna be bad for people, but she didn't exactly know how bad. And so she got fucked also.
On par for a generation of people who never take accountability for their actions. Her name, likeness, and brand were plastered all over this project. She was pretty much the sole person to promote it.
Oh yeah, if I want a meme coin, can I give you some tokens?
Yeah, I'll give you my wallet.
And it was clear from the very start that it would never have any actual community, much less any form of utility.
Okay.
But are you sure you're gonna launch? I don't know. I'm not as big a fan about meme coins. I love crypto,
Bro, this guy's insane.
But you can make some money from it. There's no doubt about it. No doubt about it.
I'm very new to it, and I'm still learning what it is.
A few moments later.
My Hawk meme coin is live!
I want to start by saying thank you to all my true fans and all the people
True
that actually watch
fans.
my stuff and they keep up with me. We're trying to sort out all the pieces and stuff to like get.
Whenever someone says thank you to my true fans, the ones that know that everything is always good, I love those people, okay? I love it. I think you know something shady is going on when someone is like, thank you to my true fans, the ones that blindly fucking follow me like idiots no matter what I do. Thank you, you're the best.
Get all this figured out and make everything right. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry.
No, don't cry. Don't cry. You're
Yeah,
adorable.
just give
It's
us a
gonna be
minute.
okay. It's gonna be okay. It's mostly important that your network and the people that you trust to walk into this market are exactly that, people that you can trust. You
I think that's where I messed up.
For sure, for sure.
Now, to be clear, the people who bought into this are
Bro.
equally, if not much more stupid than Tuah herself. But for her to have the audacity to do anything but apologize with maybe a ukulele, and instead to just point her finger and blame other people,
Dude, the ukulele apologies need to become a thing, okay? It was great.
to me is insane. But hey, she still had time to squeeze in a quick sponsor segment.
Money, oh money, oh I love thee.
Alright, you guys, I only got one sponsor left because there's some real ones and they've stuck with me since every bit of this started. Game Time believes in me, y'all, and I believe in them.
Game Time's more loyal than most of y'all's mans out here. This podcast ain't going
Who is this?
nowhere, and neither are them Game Time deals.
So Banks brings his friends who are apparently crypto experts, and they try and
Yeah, that looks like a person I'm gonna fucking trust the shit out of.
experts, and they try and get an explanation from her and her lawyer. Hawk claims that she was brought into this opportunity by someone who over-exaggerated their qualifications, and that pretty much everything in the promotion of this coin was just scripted stuff that
When we say lawyer, do we mean lawyer in the sense that the guy's just saying he's a lawyer, or someone who finished at least school, okay?
she was told and paid to say.
CoffeeZilla got on there. That scary guy, let me tell you. Don't ever want to have a conversation with him. Well, see, that's how it got brought to me. It was supposed to be done the right way. Like, it was going to be good. Like, half the money, it was supposed to go, like, into my charity. That's really why I agreed to do it. Just for the simple fact, putting money into that. It was a way to, like, get all my community gathered up together. It was just, I don't know. It was brought to me in, like, a positive way. Like, it was going to be something good and long-term, but it didn't go that route at all.
Next, the lawyer comes in and admits that Tuah received $125,000 up front for using her name and likeness on this project, and that she was supposed to receive another $200,000 after it was officially launched. And on top of that, he claims that she was supposed to retain 5% of the overall tokens that would only pay out partially after 1 year's time, and then periodically throughout the next 3 years.
It was very publicly set up like wrong.
By having like a pre-sale, posting the wallet address beforehand, a sniper made $1 million right when it went live. These were kind of just like really bad practices for like an organic meme coin.
There was a 17% allocation. Most of the pre-sale investors, my understanding is, were based in Asia.
Okay. And how much was raised for that 17%?
2.8 million.
Basically, when you have a coin where people have a bunch of pre-sale, it means like a bunch of people got this early access to it
That
So
normal people don't have access
that normal
to.
people don't have access to.
Yeah, that's effectively okay. That's effectively saying, hey, if you do buy this shit and you rug it day one on release instantaneously, you're guaranteed to make money. That's what a pre-sale means.
So basically, she didn't know anything about crypto. I think that she thought that it was like Fortnite V-Bucks or some shit.
How much total money has been?
Well, to be fair, Fortnite V-Bucks have a much more real-world application and value than any crypto.
And received due to this.
125,000 has
been received.
If you took all the money that you made from the deal, whatever, and just like bought back the coin and then locked it up, I feel like that's a very like clear action that you can make.
You take every dollar that you made on this and you mark it by this token and you lock it up. You walk away from it. You don't ever see that money. You can never touch it again.
Yeah, that's absolutely never.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Never going to happen. And to me, it wouldn't even be worth losing the 225k because her career is beyond saving at this point. In fact, I was pretty amazed that she had one to begin with, okay? I think she was like an industry plant, put her up there right next to Bobby Althoff. And obviously, this episode never officially came out, probably because once it was leaked, they saw how it rubbed everyone the wrong way, and how it was an even worse look for her as she just seemed like she...
Not bad.
She knew nothing about...
Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. I mean, it's agreeable.
About this project, nor the space that she was promoting relentlessly. And she was also not remorseful at all for what happened. Now, when it comes to the official comeback,
Listen, a woman in general being remorseful, that's kind of a rare one.
Immediate thing that people were saying was that this made them lose even more respect for the Black Logan Paul. But hey, the poor guy just can't keep himself away from all these different crypto scumbags. And actually sat through this entire thing, which puts me at right...
Okay, someone needs to... And Chelsea? What, another ex-porn star? What are we talking about here?
Around 2 hours of hawking that Tuah. So yes, in short, my brain has suffered permanent damage. Now in terms of the actual content here, there really is none. This was like someone drifting in the middle of the ocean with nothing in sight to save them, and suddenly here comes a life raft to jump onto. Because no matter how you feel about KSI, he is a big time draw when it comes to content, especially on YouTube. So what I'm saying is this was...
Is he though? There was a time when you heard shit about him, but I haven't heard about him anything in like years. I guess he still is, but I mean, damn. I think his relevancy is like around the corner for this dude.
It's a big opportunity. He is one of the biggest online stars in the world, and they completely...
Every time I hear about KSI now, it's that he's obviously fucking lying or faking something.
Watch this podcast. She and her co-host seem to know literally nothing about him.
What age did you start getting in all this?
Around 14, 15. Yeah, I was quite young.
You've been doing this for a while.
Yeah.
I need to know how you got your prime drinks in every store known to man.
Did it start out in the
That's a nervous laughter because that shit is not going well, okay?
UK?
No, so it started out in America and then eventually came to the UK.
Oh.
Yeah.
So what was the first thing you got like really known for?
Ooh, FIFA.
What is FIFA?
So FIFA is like a football game or soccer game where I know you pass the ball around the pitch and then you put it in the net.
Oh shit!
With that?
No, I did not come up with FIFA. No.
Like, why not come on prepared with...
Damn, okay? Again, it's not really hard to probably scam her.
Some great questions for him. Read into what's been going on in his life or what he has on the horizon for his career. How does it feel to be aging in the content space? Have your parents always been supportive of what you do? Do you think your little brother feels like he lives in your shadow? How do you...
Yeah, that would be a definite yes, by the way, as much as I understand. That is a 100 yes, which is hilarious.
Navigate your true identity and your online persona. Why do you think that people resonate with your content for over a decade? These are questions that just came off the top of my mind. And I mean, some of the stuff they ask him is just downright disrespectful.
How old are you?
So I am 31.
31.
Yeah.
Wait, was that disrespectful? Is asking a woman her age that bad?
Yeah.
When did
I
you
would
start?
have never guessed that.
Really? How old did you think I was?
I was thinking like 25. Maybe.
What?
Yeah, I don't know.
We both assumed that.
25?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't
Oh
look
my
it up
God.
either.
But I didn't know. I didn't know that you like started out
Bro.
like at an early age.
What do you walk out to?
So normally just my own music.
Oh.
Yeah, so...
You've been to the
Yeah, he has music. Never heard it. I'm assuming it's shit.
US a few times, right?
Way too many times.
Do you have a favorite state?
Also, listen, how fucked in the head do you need to be, oh yeah, I chill out to my own music? Really? I mean, there's fucking arrogance, and I guess there's advanced arrogance in this case.
Or anything?
Like he couldn't even skim his fucking Wikipedia? And as a matter of fact, I have to applaud KSI for carrying this podcast. He is more inquisitive than her, who is supposed to—
And again, top 3, worst case top 5 podcasts in the world. We live in a wild time, boys.
be the interviewer. And keep in mind, they flew all the way to the UK to do this.
And we may or may not have flew to London to get a very special guest for you.
And they were still somehow completely unprepared. We also learn here that even Jake Paul, of all people, had to jump off of this burning ship. Some of you might remember that he appeared to be the one driving this boat, coaching her up and extending her 15 minutes of fame.
Now we're the official owners of Talk Tuah.
This, I know, is gonna annoy Jake Paul.
Oh, definitely.
But I'm glad you're free from his grasp and are able to flourish and be, well, one of the best podcasts.
Well, Rip didn't last long, though.
And the rest of this conversation had to be some of the most pointless.
Okay, you're probably thinking, who the hell watches this? The answer is probably women. The answer is probably women. It's definitely women.
This droning dialect my mind has taken in for a very long
This seems exactly like something a bored woman would watch.
time.
Everybody was a thing with your
And women are bored constantly.
brother.
Yeah, you're right.
Everybody in my friend group had a thing with him.
Oh, wow.
You don't know what the electric slide is?
No.
He gave us a
Yeah.
hand hug when we first met
Yeah.
him. I was like, all right, you know what? He's a cool guy. He gave me a hand hug.
The electric what?
Yeah.
You don't like Disney princesses?
I don't think I've seen any of them.
How do you feel about fried pickles?
But
But here's the deal breaker. They gotta have an accent and they gotta be 6'10" at least.
6'10" is crazy.
Fuck around, find out. Fuck around, find out.
I don't know if I like that song.
How do you say "oh"?
Ooh.
OIL.
O-I... Oil.
Oil.
Oh.
Oil? Okay, I'm as confused as you. What? Do you think I can fucking answer anything? No! I have no idea what's happening here.
Oil?
Oh.
Oh?
You're saying all.
And once again, she has thrown all the bail in.
This is like the Family fucking Guy joke. When... What's Lois's dad's name? I forgot. Peter Schmidt, right? That guy. That's the guy. You know, he's sitting and someone's trying to assassinate him, and he hears Bendo slamming constantly, and his wife is like, "Oh, is that a problem?" And he's like, "No, it's just probably the wand." And she's like, "The what? The wand?" And she's like, "The wind?" Oh, and he's like, "Oh, is that how you say it? I never said it. I've only read it."
In the world here for what
That's
they
a great
view as
joke.
an honest mistake with this hog coin, and they essentially
I hope you fucking laugh. If not, this looks awkward.
say that this blunder was something that everyone in her situation would have done.
Yeah, in this industry, people are going to use and abuse you. Like...
I found that out the hard way.
Good. That should be every single place in your life until you learn to deal with it. Fuck this. Anyway, I'm out. That was Jamari. 10 out of 10. Bye.